down to Venice, fixing an election. It's all easy.
Right on.
What a bunch of trash.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Trash Movie Kings podcast. We're here. We're alive. We're still kicking. I am your, for all intents and purposes, host now, Joseph Graham. Adam, I think, is retired. But yeah, in addition to me, we also have JD Karpicki. JD, how are you?
Hello. I'm doing great. I'm feeling, I feel, I don't know. I never have anything to say at this part. I just can't.
You have
stop thinking
way
about
too
cows.
much to say normally. And now you don't.
Yeah.
Tongue-tied.
Not anything of
I
substance.
wish there was a cow pun that I could think of. So nothing going on in JD Karpicki's world. Also joining us is James Puckett. James, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. I'm very informed about 1995 television films. So let's do this.
Feeling very informed. It's a life and a time. And also a very special guest, Amy Anderson, is joined us tonight. Amy, welcome back to the show.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time. What was the last movie you watched with us?
I don't know.
Mooch.
Mooch
Goes to Hollywood.
Mooch goes to Hollywood.
Mooch goes to Hollywood. Yeah, so that would have been in like May. That was a while ago.
And it's still only like 4 episodes ago.
Yeah, technically, maybe 4, maybe 3.
Well, then it hasn't been that long, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so welcome back. Today, we watched a very special, very dramatic movie called
I'm stoked.
Midwest Obsession. 1995 drama, also goes by the name Beauty's Revenge.
Joey, I'm sorry to interrupt. Do we
go ahead.
know where this is set?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Okay.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I never knew.
Yeah, so this is a Lifetime movie, I guess. A made-for-TV movie about a woman who is insane. And yeah, it's based in Wisconsin, and she wants to get with this guy, and this guy is not having it, and she decides to murder a bunch of people, basically.
Yeah.
Maybe not a bunch of people, but at least, important people to the plot.
You want me to recap it?
Yeah, you want to get into this plot?
Yeah, I want to fucking tell everybody what happened.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. I'm stoked about this movie.
Amy's stoked about the movie, so we're gonna let her off the cow hook.
Let me do it, because I'm telling you, this is an Amy Anderson special. These episodes, when we do a Lifetime movie, though this one originally aired on NBC, make me fucking happy. So, let's get into it. Here's what happened in the movie, all right? We start off, Tracy Gold from Growing Pains and Lifetime movies in her own right is leaving her job. It's not actually a travel agency. In fact, it's a shitty hotel in town, but she's out of here for the night. And then next thing we see, shifty character in the parking lot. Then somebody opens the car door of Tracy Gold's heart. Her hand falls out. Somebody call the police! Help! Somebody call me!
Why?
Help! Over here!
Body? Yeah.
There's a hand. Was it separated from the body?
No one hands.
No blood.
That suggests dead body. Cut to Prairie Land, all right? We walk on a cute date, which happens to turn into kind of a date rape in process. She throws Courtney Thorne-Smith from Melrose Place and Ally McBeal and a variety of other things. Takes the would-be rapist keys, throws him in the river, says, I'm walking home. She walks out to the street. The guy chases her. They scuffle. And then hero in a pickup truck shows up. And his name is, what's his name, JD?
Kevin.
Sean Kevin.
Kevin, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Kevin.
It is Kevin. I just like to call him Sean.
Kevin the Sean pulls right on up in his pickup truck and he says, not on my watch. I'm not down with sexual assault. And he pushes the guy on the car and throws him away.
Guys, the lady. Hey.
Apologize.
She's got a jean denim blossom hat.
Denim. Courtney Thorne-Smith, swoon, absolute swoon. Gets in the car. She starts listening to him talk about his dairy farm. He is very forthcoming. We get a lot of information right in this first part of dialogue. He owns a dairy farm. His dad is dead. The finances. Oh, they've gotten to him. Part-time job as a mechanic. We know all about this guy right up the top. We waste no time. The entire time, she's having little fantasies. She says, oh my God, what if we kiss? Okay. So Courtney Thorne-Smith gets dropped off at home and she's like, we're going to kiss. And so she puts on her best cow outfit and goes out to the local pool hall to go catch herself a man.
Game of pool?
Well, he brought his leather fucking vest, so he's ready. She finds him, and there he is. With who? Tracy Gold, Kirk Cameron's little sister, being all tiny and throwable. He's picking her up. He's playing pool. They're having a time. And she says, no, hoists up the teats, hits the pool table, tries to seduce. It's not working. The seduction's not working. A whole big thing happens where he leaves with his girlfriend, but Courtney Thorne-Smith says, not on my watch. Goes out to the parking lot, releases his e-brake. That's an emergency brake. It was a feature on manual transmission cars for the very young people that listen to us. Pushes his sick ride right into the bushes.
Oh my God, she is horrible.
Lets it go. She's evil. We know it right out of the get. Because she doesn't stop at one effort. But Sean's got a friend. Sean too. Larry Sean.
Yeah, well, you and Cheryl were looking pretty good together last night yourselves.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. Question is, what does she think?
I tell you what, I think that she was nuts about you, and the whole bar was talking.
Now, Larry Sean has mistaken their interaction in the night at the bar before as love, because men love it when you exist near them. So he already knows she's smitten. So he says, genius idea. Actually, she says, genius idea. Why don't all four of us go on a double date where I go on a ribbon cutting ceremony because I'm what? Dairy princess. And she's got the ride to prove it. So they all hightail it downtown to the burger barn. She rides in a little parade. They even take a little picture together. But oh no, Tracy Gold has to work. I guess it's just the three of us. Get the picture taken in the newspaper. Now she has a memento to hold on to of this glorious day they spent together. She comes home. She says, Daddy, I love him. His dad says, no, don't have sex. I will not acknowledge that sex exists, even though I am the one that asked you the question.
Everybody makes these rash decisions. Like, it's just,
So does your dad know that you're putting your cattle on my land?
It's none of his
like
business.
I might sleep with them, not in this house. All right, bye. You know, and that's
Well,
it.
you know, I should talk to him, make sure it's okay.
It's none of his business.
It's cow business.
Which really wasn't on the table to begin with, but she moves out because of it. Moves her cattle and gets a trailer, and Sean Kevin says, I guess you could stay on my property. That's weird, but okay. So she moves on to his property. Meanwhile, Tracy Gold and Kevin Sean start having a little fight. They have a little tiff. And so they decide they're going to break up for a couple days. Courtney Thorne-Smith sees an opportunity. She gets in there. She decides he's my boyf. When that doesn't work out, she goes to his house while he's standing in the kitchen, gets naked in his bathroom.
Listen, Larry.
I really hope
I
there's-
gotta go, actually.
Yeah.
Says, this is my plan. This is how I find love.
TV naked.
Yeah, TV naked. So larger pajamas, honestly, like bigger than like an outfit most people would wear. Guess who walks in? Tracy Gold. Tracy Gold walks in, and instead of giving him a moment to explain that he is being stalked by a crazy lady, she decides, end my relationship, because there is, and I want everybody to remember this, there is no point in life to listening to anybody explain their actions to you. Make a snap decision as soon as you see it. So she's out of here. She leaves.
It's TV movie handbook. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 101.
for that.
Right out of the gate.
Right.
If they say, I can explain, don't ever listen to that part. Don't ever listen to the explanation.
Yeah, just say
get
that's
out.
enough.
That's
Get out
enough.
of there.
Get out of here. So, perfect opportunity. She decides she's going to go off to college. Courtney Thorne-Smith says, she's got her crazy eye sights on him. She tries to do a little smooching. He's still not really into it. Basically, what happens is he breaks up with her to get back together with Tracy Gold while she's at the beauty parlor.
Doesn't it count for anything?
Count spelled COWNT?
Stick to your guns, Steve. John, what is this guy's name?
Sean.
Jake, you're kind of being a count right now. If you know what I mean.
You're being a real count.
She was in the truck?
In the truck? Yeah, she looked out like, hey.
That's cold. While Tracy Gold is in the car, which is the part that I'm like, that was kind of vicious, honestly. Anyway, then old Sean Larry tries to make her feel better by renting her a hotel room for some reason, which I mean, that was weird.
Did I put it on the wrong trailer?
For me. I knew we broke up with you today. I wanted to make it up to you.
Make it up to me how? By tricking me to a motel room?
Wait, what?
No! I wanted to talk to
Okay.
you. I thought we'd get to know each other.
You get away from me!
This is weird.
But then she decides that the only way to get him back for trying to make her feel better is murder. So she murders him. And then when everybody's all sad at the funeral, Sean Kevin is like, now I know I want to get married. Proposes to Tracy Gold. Gives her his grandmother's ring. Things are real now. So Courtney Thorne-Smith does what crazy eyes do. She goes to the dairy in the middle of the day and tries to murder Tracy Gold.
Beth? Beth, come on. This is ridiculous. I know you're in here. I saw your car.
Tracy Gold says, well, that sucks, but I'm not going to tell my boyfriend that because we're having a nice night.
She forgets to tell the thing. Your ex tried to murder me. She leaves that part out.
She says
it's a romantic night.
It's a romantic night. I don't really want to get into it. Yeah, I don't want to ruin a Thursday because I have a plan for Thursdays. Sean Kevin and Tracy Gold are having a romantic moment. They're having a truck fuck. Well, they're having almost a truck fuck when it occurs to them that they've just been accidentally not fucking for 2 years. Could you believe? So they make a plan for Thursday. They say, Thursday, we're going to do it. Tracy Gold gets her shift covered at the hotel travel agency. She's walking out the door and oh my God, we're back at the beginning of the movie. It's a murder. So Crazy Eyes McGee gets in the back seat of the car. She pulls a belt for the 2.5 minutes it would take to actually kill a person, and Tracy Gold's dead.
Her girl?
Oh no!
Oh no! Happy looking! I forced it, but that's all I got.
It's your own damn fault.
Honk the horn, lady.
She then shows up at the funeral. She shows up at the funeral to comfort Sean Kevin.
And we're all the better for having known her.
Oh my God. Get out of here.
I miss her too.
He's suspicious.
Basically, she asks him out at the funeral.
Yeah, she basically...
Yeah. Funeral crash.
After the funeral, she makes a move. He's like, no, that's bad. You're a bad person. So that's when she says, I love you so much, I'm going to frame you for murder. She starts sinking her little claws into the sheriff, who's the coach from A League of Their Own, and tells him no, he would never kill anybody except here's 100 reasons why I think he definitely killed her, but I don't think he killed her. Everybody's getting suspicious, and then Sean Kevin's out in the field where Larry died, trying to make sense of it all, pacing around, and what does he find? A cow earring, just like a dairy princess would wear.
It was like a whole new dead body. Like, who's this?
It's a cow. It's a cow.
It's a cow. It's a cow earring.
It's all starting to add up.
So he knows he's got the proof, and he goes to confront her. He gives her a call, plays into her plan, says, "Oh, I've decided I do love you." She loves this. She's down for it. She makes a pot roast in her sad trailer. He shows up, confronts her with the earring, and she says, "No, lots of people wear those. Nobody has ever worn as many cows as she has. It's not possible. It's not anything. Wait till you hear the cow count on this thing. It's unreal."
Ooh, it's hot.
So she comes up with a couple of different plans. She says, "Hey, what if we tell the cops that we're both being framed for murder? But I love you so much. Maybe I'll kill you." And the struggle ensues. She tries to kill him. He tries to kill her. At the end, he walks out. And while he's pushing his way out of her sad trailer, what does he find? His grandmother's engagement ring and a string around her neck.
Oh, the engagement ring.
I don't recognize my own grandmother's ring. I gave this to Beth. Now, how'd you get it unless you were there when she
Her
died?
eyes are like Chucky.
Should have been mine anyway.
Oh my God, it's true.
You would have given it to me someday. I worked for it.
Right, John?
I just cut out the middleman.
He pulls it off. He says, "I'm calling the cops." And he marches out just as the cops are showing up to arrest him.
So you're getting dehydrated urine.
This is it, babe. The end of the line.
And then the movie abruptly ends. Oh, and we get a postscript. She went to prison.
Yeah.
And that is Midwest Obsession.
Yeah, it's a
Wow.
yeah, very, very intense. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on.
Very 1995. Lots of handheld camera. Man, was that some shaky cam. And my only like reason why it popped in my head is because I watched, I think, the shows that influenced the handheld cam, not steady cam, sorry, the handheld like motion camera. The like NYPD Blue did that a lot. I don't know if y'all watched that.
Mm-hmm.
And then ER as well. So like two of the biggest
during
shows.
the struggle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
just
notice it-
like a lot of times too, like even in the bar, it was like like it wasn't these like, scans or anything, it was, or, on a 1 and a 2 shot, really, it was moving a lot. So
There's a lot of shows that when you go back and watch them now, you notice how much that was going on. But I feel like maybe it was just watching on a shitty television all the time. I don't think I ever noticed that until things got better.
maybe I'm making too much of it too, but I just kind of thought that was also a fixture of the time, was the way it was shot, just as much as the plaid and the parted middle hairdos and all that.
Oh yeah.
That is, yeah. Okay. So it's very 1995. We have a blossom hat, a lot of jeans
right out the gate. Yeah.
When she's being bad, she's wearing this black hat that's like Janet Jackson coded from.
It's very Rhythm Nation.
Rhythm Nation. She just looks like she stepped off the shoot of that video. It's 4:3 TV. It's a lot of close-up shots of faces. It doesn't get very creative with the cinematography for sure. It's not trying.
A lot of commercial breaks too.
It's basically capitalizing off of 90s interest in tabloid, popular murders, real murders. Is a real murder that took place in Wisconsin, I guess, in a real cow town.
This is a real murder that took place in 1990. And I can tell you about it if you want to hear the fast facts.
Please.
Fast facts.
All right.
Fast facts.
I got a few fast facts for you. Number one, this was based on a real case in which Tracy Gold was Lisa Ann Chiaski, and Murder Eyes was Lori Esker, who was actually the dairy princess of Wisconsin at the time. She did choke her to death with a belt in the back seat, but unlike this conspiracy theory, it took exactly 6 days for them to figure out who did it and arrest her. She did it with her own belt, and they found the belt on her. She was convicted. Yeah, the murder took place in 89. She was convicted in 1990 to life. She was eligible for parole in 2016 and was paroled in 2019 at the age of 50. She did 29 years for this murder.
So she's out of prison now.
She's out of prison now. She was also the Midwest Dairy Princess in Wisconsin. They no longer do Midwest Dairy Princess in Wisconsin. The only current states that run a Midwest Dairy program are Iowa and Minnesota. In Minnesota, the title of Dairy Princess is called the Princess K of the Milky Way.
Wow.
Current title holder is Rachel Visser. She's the 71st Midwest Dairy Princess in Minnesota, daughter of Barry and Sharon, and she attends the University of Minnesota.
What kind of car does she drive, though? That's what I want to know.
I could not find any information about the car, but I did search.
Yeah.
Did she kill that woman for like jealous lover reasons?
Yeah. So what actually happened is he was dating the Tracy Gold person, Lisa Ann Chiasky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely saying her name wrong, but he was dating her for a couple of years and she went to college, and he actually dated Lori Esker for about 1.5 years. But when she came back, he broke up with her and got back together with her.
Okay.
Oh,
I guess
that makes a lot more sense because
Polish name Shiaski.
Yeah.
Because the
It
thing
also
about the
seems
plot
like-
is it's just like, oh, she likes him, and now this other girl met him, so she's crazy about him, literally crazy. And then that's kind of it. There's no real motivation other than like, I want to be with this guy and I will, like just Crazy Eyes just goes for it.
Courtney Thorne-Smith, wins an award for being a crazy pants person.
And this is the beauty.
I feel like I never noticed. Yeah, she is asked to do crazy and really nails it, I feel like.
Yeah, this movie lives and dies on her performance.
Yeah.
For a split second, she's supposed to be this sweetheart that's being taken advantage of. And the guy, like, she's like, what do you she's asking this date that she's on, like, what do you want to have kids? Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And he's like, how about we have sex right now? And then she like steals his keys or whatever. Like, we think she's the protagonist. All of a sudden, then she's just like this violent shove into crazy for the rest of the movie. It's kind of amazing.
Well, and what's interesting about this movie, because this is the best part of Lifetime movies, is taking that ripped from the headline theory, where they take a real crime and then just amp up the batshit, take out the things that justify it, and give you like a nice kind of scary soundtrack. But what's cool about it is Courtney Thorne-Smith is known in her career for playing nice girls. Like, she usually plays a nice person. And Tracy Gold had built up a name for herself post Growing Pains as the crazy murderer in Lifetime movies. So this movie was an intentional switch of those characters, just like in Golden Girls when they had Betty White play the slut.
Yeah. Oh,
wait, well, again, Golden Girls, what?
In Golden Girls, Betty White had traditionally played the slut. So they put her in the naive role, and Rue McClanahan had played the dummy, so they made her the slut.
Oh.
Such a Samantha.
I didn't know that.
Slut's not what I think about with Betty White either, but
Watch the Mary Tyler Moore show.
then.
Starting like season 3, Sue Ann Nivens. She's real slutty.
Oh, she was slutty on Mary Tyler Moore show?
Yeah, she sleeps with married dudes and stuff.
Oh, very cool of Betty White.
Check it out.
Check it out, Mary Tyler Moore show.
Watch that tonight.
Be fair in a criticism of Courtney Thorne-Smith's performance, just because I gotta get it out there. But I don't blame her, because I think it's more of the casting. I think she's like acting young a lot, and like that, it's not good.
How old is Courtney Thorne-Smith in this?
She's gonna be like 30 in this movie. I mean,
you're 30?
Yeah.
Well, it was
She
very
in
difficult
Revenge of the
to
Nerds,
tell.
and that came out in like 87. And I think she was like 20, 21, 22. I mean, maybe at best, 28 or something, but I think she's like 30.
So
they never say it. They never say how old she is.
She's born in, they're supposed to be
She would have been
around
28.
20.
She would have been
playing
28.
20, but she would be around 28 or so, maybe 27.
But she's going off to college, so
There's
technically
29.
she'd be 18 or 19. Yeah.
Yeah, she's 29 or 28, Courtney Thorne-Smith. Yeah. She's just, I don't know. She's just acting too young for me. I don't know.
Well, they never say she's in high school, and they don't have a scene talking about, oh, I'm graduating, I'm going to college next year. There's nothing like that. So all we have to go off of is that she went 200 miles away to go to college. So she's technically like 19-ish, but maybe in like, ranch hand rules, then she's maybe 21. I don't know what happens in Wisconsin. I don't know. I'm gonna be dairy princess for 2 years, then I'll go to college.
I think in real life, Lori Esker was like 19 or 20 when she killed her. But
jeez.
Yeah. It's definitely hard to figure out an age that she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it didn't seem that confusing to me. Courtney Thorne-Smith looks pretty young. She can play.
Yeah, that was my
nice
little
person. The guys, on the other hand, definitely seemed like 32.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm kind of with James on it though. You don't put somebody in a blossom hat because you want them to look old.
Yeah, it just was. It's and
very
I don't
specific.
Well, it might have not been her choice for the hat, and she didn't cast herself in the role. But yeah,
the production design is pretty legit in that whoever they hired was just like dairy farm, all cows all the time. I don't know if there are any pictures of the actual murderer lady where she of her bedroom, if she actually had a bunch of cows or she wore these cow earrings. I feel like that was added in to just amp up the zaniness of this thing.
Yeah.
But
It's
there
like
are
think
cows
cow
everywhere.
decor, but if it was a serial killer, okay?
Yeah.
Like cow salt and pepper shakers, cow drapes, cow cabinets. It was everything. We'll have a cow count later. Don't worry about it.
The cow count, I feel like if you include real cows and fake cows, had to be in 100 something at least, like literally.
I've heard things. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Beth liked me. She liked me, but I don't know about Kevin. Kevin said he could really strangle her if he should be quiet, but that's
He can really do it if you know what I mean. No.
People say
good at
they
this.
said look at the cow cutlery. Hold on a second. Cow count.
Cow cutlery.
It wasn't cutlery. It was cow cups.
Yeah, if I had the time to do a cow count on this, I don't foresee me editing that, but maybe. But I'm just gonna guess at like 125 cows.
Yeah, I didn't count the actual iterations of each cow representation. I was just noting like, oh wow, she's got drapes that have cows on it. She's wearing a cow dress. There's a cow pin. Like it's just every genre.
The first thing that I remember specifically is the cow car with the cow print and the cow wrap around the steering wheel. And then she's got the cow earrings, and then she has the cow bustier, and then the
license
cow
plate
drapes.
says dairy.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice the license plate.
What's the budget for a cow princess? What's her name? Sorry, dairy princess. Like she had money to trick out that car. Like that's not cheap. And everybody else in town is like, well, I got to get the wheat shipment in. The bank owns my barn. Like they can't be doing well.
You
the father
think that she did that to her own car or bought that car and then tricked it out herself? I was under the
based on her
assumption-
character.
I guess that's a good point. Like based on her character. Yes,
I mean, look at her
might be something
bedroom.
that
It's
she
like-
does.
But she does say during her group date sabotage moment that this is part of the prize package. But now that you mention it, maybe it was just a pink car that said Dairy Princess on it, and she went, "You know what I'm going to do?"
Yeah.
It did seem like something that got passed around to the dairy girl every year, and they maybe had to give it up. But then it clearly is like her car, which I guess the logistics of letting people borrow a car every year and let them drive it around is a little bit of a nightmare. So that would make sense if they just gave it to her. It was like, here's a $50,000 car or whatever, and have fun.
If she only had it for a year, doesn't it seem weird that she drove it to college with her? That somehow seems odd to me. I feel like the Dairy Princess
left the parking
Association
lot.
owns the car. It never left the parking lot.
Do you think you would want to be friends with the person who showed up to college with the cow car?
She likes you, man. She's
She
pretty.
talked to you.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. It's like Cruella DeVille just like exploded.
That kind of cow car?
I was best friends in high school with the person that drove the cow car. Yeah, people do want to be her friend.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I want to.
I'm not saying that, but there's some people in town that are saying that.
Yeah, she's very conniving in a kind of a funny way.
Definitely getting what she wants. Very calculated. God damn it.
Calculated. Oh, boy.
Nice.
Every encounter with her was like that.
Count.
Yeah.
Courtney.
There's not much plot, so we just counted cows this whole time.
Yeah.
Yep. There really is no plot for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Stuff keeps happening, and then
it's almost parts of like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's just the aimlessness of like these people's lives, like for a little bit. Like And then
Yeah. I want to say that there's plot, but it's really just going back and forth. Like it's not, it's a lot of things that build character, but are of no consequence to any action. She bought herself a wedding dress. That's creepy, but that doesn't tell us anything about what's happening.
Yeah. She had a hallucination, but did she act on it or a fantasy, whatever it was? Like, I don't know. Yeah. Stuff just kind of like motivations don't really change. There's not really a lot of new information until the murder happens. You know, it's just sort of like
once the
she wants to
setup
be
is
with this
there,
guy.
it's like she wants to fuck this guy and marry him, and this other girl's kind of in the way, and now we just build on that, we build on that, we build on that, we build on that, and then she kills his buddy, and then because he wanted to show her a good time in a hotel after she got broken up with. Was that the motivation for her murder or murdering that other
for
guy?
his murder? Yeah, she thought that he had set her up. She kept saying that that Tracy Gold told him to do it to embarrass her, and that he was gonna try to rape her, which is weird because you're the one there in your underpants, and he's just standing there fully clothed, not coming near you.
I was most impressed with how much cow stuff they had. I think that is the point of this movie. If you like a little bit of drama and you like cows, this is definitely for you.
Yeah.
It does seem like from the real story I read that Sean Larry is a made up character.
Oh,
okay. Like she was only convicted of the one murder.
So not a serial killer.
Well,
she wasn't.
Yeah, they didn't even in the end credits. They didn't say it.
They didn't care.
God, Hollywood's bullshit.
Yeah. God, there's a milk joke with that serial killer line. I just can't think of it. Anyway, I don't know if this is a director's note, but I want to hats off to whoever came up with the idea that she was this dairy princess at the beginning, blossom hat, cows everywhere, embroidered on everything, cows. And then her wardrobe just gets darker and darker as she goes into this pit of a murderous rage. You know, like she doesn't wear we were looking for cow prints on her the whole time, but the last half of the movie, she's kind of more drab and just like she's wearing that Paula Abdul outfit and just like, you know, just kind of drifting into darkness. I don't know.
Yeah, the wardrobe department was really working overtime here. They took a note.
Yeah.
They executed it. Like props. Yeah. The whole art department really was doing a thing. They were doing a job.
Yeah. Or maybe they went too far and then they shot the end and the props department's like, you want more cows? It's like, just chill. Look, we've got enough. We're good.
I just like an entire like set truck that's full of more cows that just didn't get used. Yeah. And some property manager.
We got a cow necklace. We got a cow bracelet. No? Okay.
You don't need blue cows? You don't need red cows? No, we're good, man. We're good on cows.
Yeah. I
mean, painting them blue cows.
It's definitely like Big Three Network, high camp, trash drama. It occasionally, like the production design alone sort of flirts with like John Waters level of like silly, a lot of hot pinks, a lot of ridiculous outfits. Which I appreciated. I don't know if it never goes over the top. Well, that's not fair.
What do you care?
It goes over the top, but it never tips into being self-aware, I guess.
No. It never tips the cow all the way over is what you're
saying. There you go. You did it.
I don't think you got it. But yeah, pretty fun. I thought, I don't know. It's definitely different from what the kind of stuff we watch. There's not any explosions, not really any guns, but you know,
pitchfork.
There's a lot of there's a pitchfork that she stabs into a wall in anger at one point, and there's some fun lines and whatnot. But
you want to hit him with the bees?
Let's get into
your point real quick. I will say, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're going to make a point. Please do.
I was going to elaborate on it because they look like they're going to do something. Like it's a lot of edging. Like she's going to fall off the water tower. She doesn't.
Yeah.
She's going to push Gold out of the fucking barn and she doesn't. Like there's just a lot of these almost moments and they never really follow through.
She's going to stab that broad with scissors, but she doesn't do it.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah,
So
there is a
anyway.
lot of stuff like that where it's like, is she gonna kill this person? Is she gonna kill this person? And then the murders themselves are a
And then
little
Yeah, we don't
soft
see.
until I mean the choking is all right, but it's actually done in the same style of her fantasies, her sexual fantasies, which is I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
I guess they just had one mode for like crazy stuff. So there's like okay,
Yeah.
okay,
her
now
perspective.
And it's network TV in 1995, so we didn't get any murder. We
right.
can only do sexual fantasies.
Yeah, now the fantasies are realities, but they're murder, I guess is the idea. But that being said, this movie's soft, made for TV. Let's do favorite parts. JD, what would be your favorite part?
And what's really shocking about this movie, I only have one favorite part. I think it's the first time ever.
Wow.
I think my favorite part is when she shows up at the funeral. Because, like, number one, when she like the day after his girlfriend dies, she calls him on the phone and she goes, "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah, just, if you need anything."
I'm not really in the mood for talking to anyone right now.
I understand. I just want you to know I'm thinking of you.
Thanks.
So are you dating anyone right now or what's going on? And she's like drawing hearts in her little notebook. And then she walks onto the funeral, like, and she's like, "Excuse me, just real quick. I just need to get past. Excuse me." Like they're doing a prayer or something. And she walks past everybody and puts her arm around, what's his name? Larry Sean? No, Kevin Sean.
Kevin Sean.
As he's grieving for his girlfriend that he was going to marry, his fiance. And she's just like, "Hey, so like, what are you doing later? Are we do you want to hang out?" Or, like she just completely oblivious. She's oblivious to everything except for what she wants. And I love that. That was the most egregious part of that, I think, other than the attempted murder, of course. But
yeah, I did write down funeral sock hop, which the funeral right after the funeral is like a dance. What is this party? Someone died.
Can't really hide from psychos.
Is this for the funeral?
It's a funeral sock hop.
It's a wake.
Joey, when I die, you do this, and I mean there better be a fiddler.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'll be there.
JD, I expect you to play lively jams right after Sean Larry's funeral.
Yeah, the first death
First funeral.
Of the buddy who she decides to kill because he invites her to a hotel with chocolates. They have a sock hop, or there's like a band and there's a funeral and there's people. There's a lot of like little glittery celebration lights and whatnot. And I'm like, they're really celebrating this guy's death a little awkwardly. Then he died pretty young. It's not really a thing that you do, but whatever. When in Wisconsin. Yeah. Perhaps. Funeral sock hop. Really liked that. James, what do you got?
Man, CTS, she really was all of it. But I'm gonna go with I liked the little like what was it, the beginning when she's like trying to get with him, and then when she gets on the water tower and she's about to fall off and does it, and I'm just like,
this is like the ending of Cable Guy.
Sir, I'll jump. I swear I will.
Cheryl.
There's graffiti in this town?
I love you, Kevin.
Who is it? Cow graffiti?
That's so crazy.
I love you? What the fuck?
You like me, Kevin, don't you?
Oh, she's going to be in the hospital and play the victim.
Cheryl, you look out and you see the land.
This situation I put myself in.
Ours.
like I was thinking, oh, she's gonna die and blame it on him, and like JD said, no, just edging. Just edging.
Yep.
That whole bit of her getting drunk at a bar.
That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, and then running out dramatically into the woods, and then looking up and seeing the moon, but oh no, it's a water tower.
Yeah.
And then she climbs in
and that camera move. Holy shit.
Yeah.
She's putting herself into a very dangerous scenario in order for him to sort of save her. So that then I think in her mind, justify her insane love.
Threatening, yeah. It's
Mhm.
It's abuse almost. Yeah.
That was kind of when well, I guess she kicks the guy's car before that, maybe into the woods, and you're like, oh, this is a psycho bitch. And then, but then, when she climbs the water tower and hangs off the side of it, you're really like, okay, I see. Okay, this is what we're doing. Because I thought Tracy Gold was going to be the bad one for a while. But go ahead, Amy. What do you got?
My favorite part is the immediate following that. So after he breaks up with her, she goes to the bar. She gets drunk. She's flirting with other men, and he shows up there, and she's embarrassing herself, and he's gonna get her home. And she starts like hitting on a guy in front of him to make him jealous. And he's like, "You don't want to do that." And she turns around and gives the most unhinged line delivery of the entire movie. And she's like, "What do you care anymore?"
You think I'm a real woman?
Woman and a half, you ask me.
Come on, I'm taking you home.
Maybe she don't want to go.
Well, maybe you should let me decide that.
What difference does it make to you?
Wait, what?
She's like, "What do you care anymore?"
What do you care anymore?
Yeah, because he had just broken up with her. So what do you care if I go slut around?
I feel like I don't know that I haven't really dated this kind of person per se, but I feel like I have. She made me feel like I had.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this reminds me of something, but I don't know. I'm drinking that memory away from whoever it was, thankfully.
Yeah.
It felt like
it's like I've seen this person, or I've seen other people dating this person, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Yeah, okay, so that's your girlfriend, huh?
So second date, huh? Oh, wow. Yeah.
I definitely have friends that have since married this person.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure that worked out, or is working.
It's going
If you're
well.
listening, let us know. In the comments.
You just gotta trap a guy and then murder somebody and convince him that it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I would add the spit on the dead guy in the field from Kevin Sean. It was just spit acting.
Well, what happened to Larry?
She killed Larry.
That is not what that would look like if that thing ran you over, man. Oh, he spit on his hair. Oh, gross.
Cow coffin? No.
God.
So gross.
All over Larry Sean.
Too much information, but my toddler is going through a spitting phase, so it's really annoying.
Yeah.
So seeing a grown man spit all over a dead man gave me some level of comfort that perhaps this is a phase that will only rear its head again when one of his friends is murdered. One of his friends is murdered in a field, and he has to hold him, and he'll spit. Then he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I have all this experience spitting."
Hopefully, he'll have some cow puns.
Yeah.
And then the rack focus to the cow earring in the middle of the field. That was a metaphor.
Yeah, and he definitely didn't see you sitting there.
Oh my god!
Unreal filmmaking. You had the production design again is probably an Academy Award. Yeah. So yeah, bees. Not a lot of regular bees.
Not a lot of bees.
Made for TV movies, so you're not getting a lot of boobs or butts or anything in particular as far as that goes. Bombs or explosion, bullets, guns. Not a lot of that stuff.
No.
But we did task JD, and I think James has some too. So what do you guys got?
Well, there's not a lot, like I said. So half of these are jokes, but we got blondes, we got brewskis, we have billiards. I think everybody was a blonde in this. Blazer, and we also had blazer, sex. Definitely a pink, sexy blazer. But we had a long butt.
Kind of a long butt.
We had bustier, cow. I mean, a blossom hat. Bovine. My favorite one, and this is all I got, but my favorite one is when we thought it was a travel agent, and Amy said bygone careers. That was so. Yeah, that's it. It was all cows. They left all the bees on the cutting room floor, man. The cutting room floor. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
These are all milk cows. So I am not a farmer, but from what I know, only from an advertising class where I learned that the cows involved in the Chick-fil-A marketing campaign are milk cows and not used for beef. So why would they give a shit anyway? Because they definitely serve milk.
They have milk at Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
So just a little FYI.
They're against shakes all of a sudden.
Yeah, the brown cows are the beef cows, the ones they slaughter, and the things that you typically eat. Milk cows, just for dairy. And I guess maybe if you're really hungry.
I put beef cows. I didn't know. I'm ignorant to that.
Oh.
I put beef.
Even cow facts, man. I didn't know either.
Cow facts.
I also put billiards. I put Beth. There was a Beth.
Beth,
blue jeans for denim.
A lot of denim in this. Yeah.
There was a restaurant called the Burger Palace.
Yeah, it was.
There was a bed. There was a bed.
There was a bed.
I saw a bench. I saw a baby. I saw.
I don't think there were any babies in this.
Blue.
The sky was blue.
There was a thread. I saw the color blue.
Barn.
Barn. Okay. Barn. Now
there were bales of hay in the whatever rafters or wherever she was.
Funeral. At the funeral, there was bereavement.
Look at you.
And last but not least, the murder weapon was a belt.
Okay, yeah.
A belt.
Very
we
good,
did have
yeah.
blade. We did have blades. That was probably the only.
Oh yeah,
real,
that's right.
The real blade.
Those are
trash
some
machines
highbrow
stroke.
bees, man.
Definitely highbrow bees. Yeah, highbrow bees. I forgot to mention a favorite part. I want to clip this in the show. Is good Trump impressions. I'll just put those here.
They've got the best cows, the most milk. Have you ever seen? You've never seen so much milk, folks. We like the milk, don't we? We like the whole, the 2%, the almond, the pea, the oat. Lots of milk. You know, some milk doesn't come from cows. You know, they make other kinds of milk out. You know, people don't really know that. But now they're making all sorts of milk without cows. The Democrats want to take your cows. They want to take your cows, and you don't even want to know what they're doing with it. Cows are coming from China. There's not going to be a cow count anymore. You can count them on one finger. You know.
What about the black cows?
Nobody.
To go back to school.
Kamala's what I call her because she takes all the cows. She wants to come off as
What's with the cows? Why did
Warming,
you
she
keep
says.
talking about cows?
Yeah, pretty fun stuff.
Courtney Thorne-Smith is basically Trump. That's what we were saying.
Yeah, she's the Trump of cows.
Courtney Thorne-Smith as Trump in this movie.
The lies,
pretty good. They're blonde. It makes sense. All right, well, let's rate this thing and get out of here. We'll go in reverse order. Amy,
what's
what
the
would you rate
maximum?
this? 5 bags is the max. 5 bags of trash.
I mean, this is a 2-bagger. I'm not sure how trash it is. It's not quite enough. What I like about the Lifetime movie genre of trash requires a bit more escalation than this, less edging,
Yes,
more actual murder. So if you're gonna make up one murder, why not make up 2 murders?
Go for it.
Or 3 or 4. Let's
Yeah,
just go
just-
full.
just
and
really-
we should throw in a cow killing.
And what I
Just for
really
good
could have
measure.
used was a subplot about how somebody is having sex way too young. Like,
Yeah, good point.
it was almost there, but like any good Lifetime movie, there should always be a subplot about somebody having sex too young.
yeah. Involve the sheriff more, or maybe
Involve
they can
the
afford
sheriff
him
more.
for more than one day.
At some point, some teenagers should be sitting ashamed of themselves in a doctor's office for this to really get the full impact of a Lifetime movie.
Lifetime.
So, yeah, I enjoyed myself thoroughly, but this is a 2-bagger.
Fair.
Mm.
All right.
Wow.
James, what do you got?
I'm gonna be the Price is Right here and go 2.5. I think Courtney Thorne-Smith and her eyes and the bed and the belt.
Classic beat bed.
And the bereavement. No.
I did like her little trash RV that she lives out a piece of property with.
It was kitschy.
She only moved half of her cow stuff in there, like only half of it.
It was kitschy enough to keep me going enough. So yeah, and I mean a long butt too. Yeah, a lot of good bees. So 2.5.
Yeah.
What few bees there were, they were interesting and nice to see.
It's true.
JD.
I actually wrote down this is a 2-bagger. Not those words, but 2. Definitely 2 bags of milk. Because
like in Canada.
There was a champagne flute of milk at one point. It was very
wine in a bag.
But the problem is, like, you can see the light and the crazy in her eyes, but you can't just have a pinch of Betty Broderick. You have to go full balls to the wall with it, and they didn't do that.
You know what they didn't do?
I could have given it a 4 or 5 if they did that, but no.
Yeah. You know what they didn't do? They didn't load them up.
They didn't load them up.
Exactly. That's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Load them up. But yeah, I'll give it a 2. And yeah, that's just it. I didn't feel like, I think CTS went pretty hard, but it just wasn't enough.
I like it. CTS.
Yeah. Same kind of thing.
It's like CTE, but not really.
I'll go 2.5 as well with James. I don't know why. I mean, it's basically Courtney Thorne-Smith, the best role I've ever seen her in, because I've traditionally disliked her in everything I've ever seen her in, except for this. So I'm like, that's like a bag by itself. The cow production design by itself is a bag, and then I don't know, just Sean is a little
the hat for the Sean's.
Or picking up gold and swinging her around. You know,
I didn't really explain the Sean thing, but it's a Scrubs thing. If you haven't seen Sean Scrubs, it's the guy from fucking Felicity. Yeah. Every fucking guy looks like Sean from Felicity in this. I guess it was just
yeah.
Every guy needs to look kind of like this guy in mid 90s TV. That was the deal. You got to have like I don't know if you call that shaggy hair, maybe not quite shaggy hair. Brunette,
it's just a lengthy butt cut. It was the 1995 hot guy haircut.
Little gel,
light gel.
Yeah. So, a bit of some mediocre trash. I think if you're really into Lifetime movies, this is probably a banger to some degree. Maybe not to the degree of like Betty Brod, obviously, which is the pinnacle of
our queen.
It's no She's Too Young. It's no Sister Wives Murder, I assume. We haven't watched that one, but I feel like that one's going to be good.
Sister Wives Murder. I did think to look up that one, and now I kind of a little bit regret it. But this was on the docket first. I'm glad we got it out of the way. It was a fun time to watch with you guys, I will say.
Thank you.
And thanks for playing, everybody. Do
you want to hear the cow count?
Oh, do you have a cow count?
I have a pretty quick cow count. Are we ready? These are the C's. There's cow earrings, cow bustier, cow shirt, cow hide vest, cow upholstery, cow apron, cow car, cow pillows, cow posters, cow stuffed animals, cow vanity, cow visors, cow sweater, cow pin, cow jacket, cow jar, cow curtains, cow PJs, cow belt, cow steering wheel cover, cow cups, cow kettle, cow chimes, cow paper towel holder. Cows.
Paper towel holder is my favorite ending.
It was They had it on top of the little thing. Yeah.
Shout out to Cal Penn, who's not in this movie.
Yeah.
Cal Penn.
Yeah.
All right, that is the show. Thank you for watching. Follow us on Trash Movie Kings on all the things, the Twitters, the Instagrams. We have some other Facebook account of some kind. If you ever have a request, send us a request at trashmoviekings@gmail.com. And thanks for watching. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, James. Thank you, JD. Thank you, another J name. We'll see you next time. Bye.
See you.